Hey all, XArt student here. Today I'm wood burning one of my characters. So here's one of my characters that I made, I think 1 or 2 years ago. It's supposed to be this chief warrior lady who is in charge of this tribe in the rainforest. And she's a tough cookie. She has one arm missing due to battle, and she does everything she can for her people. She carries around a giant sword that she's swinging behind her head that you'll see later on in this video. I don't know, I like her. Everything about her. This like Russian headpiece, warrior hat thing, to her marks, and just how she's fearless with everything. So as you can see from my art, I haven't really played around with this style that I created maybe a year or two ago, but I do really like this type of character, and this one in particular. I always think about her, and I think about how I could pose her for comics or some action shots or something where she's charging into battle, and I was very inspired by Graveyards on Instagram. She always does these beautiful ladies with great shading, and I really want to do stuff like that, especially with something that I originally came up with. I really love seeing these pictures on Instagram of these Russian headpieces. I think they're from like older times, but they were so cool to see beadwork or intricate designs. Mine was just kind of more of a royalty thing and eyeball jewel kind of thing. Just something to show that this character is the chief. I drew this character with this giant sword. I thought it would look kind of interesting because she's such a tiny framed body and she's missing an arm, that it would look pretty cool and that she's a pretty tough gal with this big ass sword. I am a lot happier with my lines with the wood burning tool in this video that I did, and piece in general. I'm definitely not an expert at it, but I do think I'm getting the hang of curving a little bit more. I do think this character is looking a bit stiff. I have to practice figure drawing again, and obviously practice wood burning. I do like the pose, but it needs a little bit of work. As you can tell with this character, jewels and charms and hangy jewelry are important. I think it's just something with the tribe in general, because I've created other warrior characters that you haven't really seen, but they're in my sketchbook. I think a decorative, charmed warrior is so interesting to look at, and I don't know, I would probably hang a bunch of beads and jewelry off of myself too, if it didn't get in the way of fighting, I guess. Here I'm doing a bit of an outline around the character, so then I could add the darkened wood burning background to make the character pop out. Filling in the background always takes a long time, but it is really entertaining to watch the smoke swirl around, and when you get most of it filled in, it looks so good. Here I decided to experiment with the flat tip of the wood burning tool to do some shading, and I think I was kind of getting the hang of it. I kept building onto it as if it was a marker or a colored pencil, and obviously I had to be light with it because it is burning into the wood and kind of permanent. I mean, you can use sandpaper to get rid of a lot of the burning, but my grit is not soft enough, so it actually destroyed some of the wood. I was really trying to be careful and adding shading where it was needed and helping certain parts of the body pop out a little bit more and try to show some realistic-ish shading around the different parts of the body. And here, I don't know if it was successful, but I wanted to create this face paint covering over the eyes, and I don't know if it just looked like a shadow or not, but that's what it's supposed to be. I was trying to add some texture and some roundness to some of the parts on this character with the shading. I do think I went overboard here and there because I haven't really learned how to use this tool correctly. I do think it helped the character look a little bit more lively though. I saw online a few wood burning artists used acrylic paint to fill in some of the lighter pieces of their wood, and they added some water to it so you could still see the wood in the background. And I kind of like this technique because it still shows that it's made out of wood, and it's just enough to give a little pop of color. And I think the pale colors that I chose worked well with this piece. And now that I'm finished, it's time for those close-up shots. And that's my piece. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I had a good time making it. If you'd like, check out my Etsy, or subscribe, or comment, or like, or whatever. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. Thanks, bye!